And it's early afternoon, and my little lapdog is on top of my lap. Poor Rocco got such a fright today. I was bringing in his plate of his breakfast, and I told him to sit. And when he sat, it's like someone pushed me backwards. I dropped his plate, fell backwards, and he went off hiding, think he'd done something wrong. Well, he didn't. So he's being very close. We had our breakfast. Nothing broken. Maybe a few things put back in place. But I wanted to add to the discussion. People may see postings on Facebook and me talking about the old way. Well, the old way is something that your grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, your genetics and your history, you were taught and you were given. I know that some people, did you want to get down, love? I'll move my knee. Oy vey. There you be. These were healing practices and just simple general knowledge. The mullein plant and shagbark hickory, both of them used to help with respiratory distress. The cocklebur leaves, putting in first a muslin over the area that had a sunburn or a problem with the skin, and then blanched cocklebur leaves laid over, just like yarrow, to draw out irritations and poisons. A lot of this goes back to St. Hildegard and her study of natural medicines. Now, being a seer, an empath, a clairvoyant, for my people that like to go to scriptures, let's take, for instance, Daniel, the book of Daniel, Belshazzar, along with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel was known for interpreting dreams and giving what we would now call psychic advice to a king. Oh, and then there's those poor witches of Endor that get blamed for too many things and disturbing Elijah. I think that's who they disturb. Now, how does that fit in with me being a Jesusian? Jesusian, a follower of Jesus. Well, it does. It is through creation that I find the Creator. And in finding the Creator, there's the beloved. And then with creation is also the holy comfort. There were many people that practiced the old ways that were Jesusian and burnt at the stake for having knowledge and people healing. Even going back to, recorded Civil War wounds, nurses, midwives applying green molded white bread on wounds. Well, it was a form of penicillin. Before penicillin was invented, the use of honey, antibacterial, and contains a bit of hydrogen peroxide. Raw sugar packs. These both helped large gaping wounds heal. And since medicine was not evolved enough, considered a form of witchery. If by being a believer in Jesus and the old ways and transgender, would this put me on a stake with bundles of faggots? Look that one up, dear. It means a bundle of firewood. Then go for it. Have a funny feeling people would be searching out those who know the old ways all over the world, and will be seeking us out for our knowledge and abilities. Which reminds me, I need to get a couple of threads of white waxed cotton thread and a good set of upholstery needles, the ones with the curves. For sewing up wounds. My little mice are out from where a bit of Rocco's food came off the plate. It did land flat on the floor. I don't mind them much. They're tiny little things with long tails. And if anyone would want to have one or two as a pet, I'd be happy to live trap them for you. They're very inquisitive. They'll sit and look at you and then zoom or jump. The ones here use their tails sort of as a prehensile tail of balance and holding on to things. I sort of enjoy when one of them sits and looks at me like, "Hi, I'm here, you're there. I'm going to leave now." I had them at Von Wald, which no longer exist. I lifted my Irish blessing off that land. But all these little creations, when their woodland was destroyed, they got to find someplace. And maybe I send out this aura or energy, and they go, "Hey, she used to be here, and now she's there. We know how she dealt with us. It's a generational memory." Oh, and just so you would know, the little mice, I did some research on them. When they are kept as pets or domesticated, they live up to a full year I think longer than the white mice that you find at the pet store. And they're much more interesting. They have personality and will make you laugh. Oops, there went a fly. Not a big spirit. I can tell that in the old ways, the weather's ready to change. The starlings are gathering into flocks. I've yet to hear the whooping cranes go over. That'll be a very definite indicator of seasons. Got to get the bird feed out of Maggie and into the container. And my bird feeder placed for the first snow. Enjoy of my little female finch, sparrow visitors. They all have individual markings. And you can tell there's a little wren that likes to come to the ledge of the window occasionally. Yesterday I saw the little downy woodpecker eating poison ivy berries. So things that have a purpose, why not leave them up for the wildlife? Rocca's garden, the part of his room he allowed to let grow, all the little seed heads on the 6-foot tall plants are being eaten. And so it gives me an idea of who needs what. I have a huge abundance of sunflower seeds. That'll be the ones with the more triangular beaks. I may have to spend a bit of coin on some dried mealworms for robins and the ones with the longer beaks. When you look at a bird's beaks, you can tell what their natural food is. I wish humans were that way. I could look at their markings and know what they were. But there is no witchery in the old way. The white man's food or plantain. There's another one I can't remember the name of, but I know when I look at it. Once again, the cockle. The cocklebur bush. Its roots are edible. Dandelion roots are edible. So many things. I'm not thinking I'll take and put a sap tap on Miss Catalpa. That might be a bit strange. But in knowing what the old ways are. Oh, hello, go away. I think they want to be movie stars. If you study it, you'll learn more. Your life will be at peace. Oh, dandelions, that's another one. Totally edible. Root, leaves, and flowers. So stop killing them in your lawn. Oh, so much humans have forgotten or never had a chance to have elders to share information. Most of the sharing is done verbally or by watching. Sassafras trees, which are harder to find, their leaves can be used for tea. If you've ever had the opportunity to pick a green sassafras leaf and break it open, it has a very delightful scent of lemon. So, if they're picked while still green and then treated like you would a tea leaf, you could have nice copper. So, it's a short one because there's not much to explain. So, as always, be kind to yourself. Find your communities. Support each other. Gatherings are a good thing. I know you don't have to have 13 people to gather. And let's put in a little notation. 12 disciples and the beloved were 13 also. Blessed be. Be blessed. And blessings. I've got to let the flies have their YouTube sometime. Goodbye.